So I've noticed something really concerning in the workplace as far as leadership and the thought that remote work makes for weaker leaders, and that's just not the case. Hi, I'm Stephanie Eubank. I am a doctoral candidate from Concordia University of Chicago and a professor of operational management at Stan State. And this is my channel, The Wicked Bee of the West. And I welcome you to it. So, in consulting in remote work and remote leadership, I get this comment a lot, and I don't just get it in consulting. I hear it from other professors and colleagues, and even those in my doctoral research saying that remote work makes more laid back or less effective leaders because of the fact that remote leaders have to be more empathetic and lead with authentic leadership. In true authentic leadership, I want to preface it, true authentic leadership. Authentic leadership oftentimes is misconstrued as people talking with no filter, as being, you always know what you get with them. No, that's just tactless and a thoughtless leader. True authentic leadership is leading as being a person, understanding that we need to communicate with our teams. I have found that remote work is a callback to traditional leadership in its purest form, meaning as leaders, we have to talk with our teams and go, okay, how is everything? Are you doing okay over there? How's your family? What are you doing outside of the workplace? Those kind of things. And also ask, hey, I've noticed your productivity has dropped off. What's going on? And by asking those kind of questions, you're able to hear if there's a software issue, if the workload is in fact just too heavy for that person. So that way you can load balance and be better able to assess whether or not you need more workers. You can also suss out burnout more easily by being this type of effective communicator in the leadership role. We often are told as leaders that we need to make it so that we have as few people working, doing as much as humanly possible in this kind of skeleton crew methodology. And where this works short term, and we see it a lot in recessions, it has a lot of long-term benefit or long-term failings to these short-term benefits. And let's be honest, a lot of people who are in the workplace right now have dealt with fallout from the last recession and are quite frankly scared to death about the potentially looming one on the horizon, whether you say we're in a recession now or we're not. Other countries are actually in the full definition of a recession. So let's just agree that recession is Schrodinger's cat, basically. It's here and yet it's not. This being said, your employees are burnt out. They have dealt with recessions, they've dealt with COVID, they have transitioned, if they weren't already remote or hybrid workers, to remote, hybrid, or uh, an on site methodology after dealing with all of this. And they just don't have it in them because they're healing from it. So we as leaders need to be empathetic of this and understand that this causes stress in our workforce. And a stressed workforce is a less productive and less effective workforce with lower morale and fewer creative ideas. If we value our organizational cultures and our organization's ability to creatively problem solve, we need to reduce the stress of our team members. And this is where leadership's role changes in remote work. Our job goes from delegating work to both being the roll up our sleeves and do the work with our team kind of people, and also listening to our team and being able to say, Okay, I'm hearing that we need to do some load balance. Let's see where we can shift things and doing that consistently for everybody and seeing where you can shift priorities, where you can update or make more realistic timelines. There are ways to work this. And as a leader, you need to be developing creative problem solving for this because these are your team members. And it is a basic business construct that the greatest resource you have in business is your team, your people. They are your biggest asset. You need to be able to utilize them properly and not burn them out, but also make them feel appreciated and heard. So, remote work is not weakness. No, it is a transition to the true, purest form of leadership, the understanding of the people you are leading. That's all I have for you today. If you like this, please like and subscribe. Also, if you have questions or want to engage my consulting services, please feel free to reach out to me on my social media or on my consulting firm, Wicked Bee of the West Consulting. I'll link the website below in the description. Remember, remote work, it's here to stay.